Hey, Broom Broom, you know what this is? It's a Mayan calendar. Do you know what these symbols mean? Neither do I. That's why I was asking you. You know, there's just something about this that just looks very paganistic, you know, almost like it has something to do with witchcraft and sorcery, and I just thought, you know, since you should be an expert on witchcraft and sorcery since you are a witch, I thought maybe you would have the brains to... What am I thinking? You know I love you, but you're just...
Stupid?
You're just as annoying as my friend Colin.
Your friend Colin that loves ruining shots by talking when he's not supposed to.
Well, in a manner of speaking, this is kind of like a live studio audience. I've said this in one video before, that Vance's horrific and comedic moments is filmed in front of a live studio audience, which I'm very sad to say is basically just
jackass.
one... Will you quit jumping ahead of me?
Sorry.
What I want to do, I want to sew his mouth up.
I am not Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus. I got it right this time.
We were talking earlier, and he actually said...
Home Alone.
And I was like, a zombie in a Christmas film? Are you serious? It's just like, I am not Billy Loomis from Home Alone. No, Billy Loomis is the serial killer from Scream. Now I'm a screw-up now. I'm a screw-up.
You said it, Broom Broom.
Why do I keep letting you people into my house?
Because you like laughing at our misfortunes?
I'm not laughing. Mostly just suffering.
Or you're just a masochist?
That's probably it.
I guess now we have a second member of our live studio audience. It's still a very small number, but still, you know, something is better than nothing. You know, unfortunately, we're not as popular on YouTube as Matthew Santoro is, but it's probably going to be years, and not to mention it's going to take a lot of money to get new supplies and new setup gimmicks. Shut up, I'm grasping at straws here.
You're not bald enough to be Matthew Santoro.
I love having a head full of hair, and right now I think my hair is very messy. I think
George,
I look very
fine.
messy.
It's fine.
I don't think so. I'm very self-conscious about my image.
As someone that isn't you, it's fine.
George, go get a duct tape and a razor and let's shave Vance's head.
You do that, I swear to all the saints in the church. Yeah, you're right, Broom. I shouldn't say anything because I could actually get in trouble with the law. Nowadays, in this country, the way how this country is nowadays, you can't say anything.
This is taking a turn. This is taking a weird turn, Vance.
Yes, it
Let's
has.
just go back to what this was originally before we start getting political.
I have to say this.
We don't have to say this.
We should do like a...
We can discuss your weird aversion to Netflix.
I prefer to watch...
You're eventually going to run out of room of DVDs.
I love getting DVDs. There is nothing that will replace the wonderful experience of going to a video store and buying a video either on videotape or DVD of one of your favorite movies, whether the genre is horror, sci-fi, romance.
Musical!
That's what people said about VHS tapes and record players.
And cassette tapes. And 8-tracks.
You know, if we were doing like somewhat of a gothic political video, we would have a witch who's dressed up in a witch costume that's got the American flag on it.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I think my only American flag is outside right now, just flying in the wind.
Yeah, I know you were born here, Broom Broom. You were born in Massachusetts, and I'm happy to say that I'm happy to hear that you have survived the Salem witch trials.
Hey, she could run for president.
This is true. She's over the age of 35 and is a natural-born citizen.
And she's been, I guess you could say, an American citizen for more than 19 years. What I was gonna say is that we live in a time period nowadays where, you know, which is, you can't say anything without getting into trouble. And I know that George is getting tired of me talking my political talk. He's got he's got a toy gun in his hand, and he wants to kill himself because he's tired of me talking politics.
You can't see me, but I'm aiming it at my temple.
And I said that it was a toy gun anyway, so it's completely redundant.
Well, I'm trying to shove it through my skull, so...
How the heck? You're not the Incredible Hulk.
Don't question it, Vance.
I have to question it because that's me. You know, contrary to popular people's opinion about how the church views science, you know, I just lost my
How
fucking
did
train
we
of
get
thought.
here?
I have no idea.
There are some people who believe that Christianity, like the Roman Catholic Church, is against science, but that is not the case. Some of Christian's
scientists
greatest preachers have actually, they've been logical thinkers. Like,
Many scientists have been funded by the church because science is the study to understand God's world so we become closer to God.
absolutely.
There you go. I'm not even
Yeah.
religious, and I know that.
Actually, here's something I wanted to bring up. Where do you
Okay.
guys think the Big Bang Theory comes from? Boom, boom. I wasn't talking to you, Broom Broom. Boom, boom. I am not male chauvinist. Don't even start with that. So where do you guys think the Big Bang Theory came from? Who do you think developed it?
I forgot.
Sheldon Cooper.
I have no
was-
idea who that is.
He's from a TV show called The Big Bang Theory.
Bazinga.
I was actually going to reference it too, but I
Not the
forgot.
TV show, but the actual scientific theory itself.
Is it from a monk?
Close. Because if anyone thought that it actually came from an atheist or an agnostic, no,
No.
you're wrong. It
No.
actually, it was developed by a Roman Catholic priest, a Belgian priest named Father George Lemaitre.
No one's watching this video. They all left a while ago. We're talking about sex right now.
But of course, he didn't call it the Big Bang Theory. He called it the primeval atom, or the cosmic egg exploding at the moment of creation.
The cosmic egg. That sounds delicious.
It does actually sound. I wonder if
It's not even
suicide
breakfast
after-
time yet. No, no bacon, Broom Broom, no bacon.
No. Remember the last time we gave you bacon, you almost bit my arm off. You are not sorry, and you know it.
Basically, it was called the Big Bang Theory by a British scientist who criticized Father George Lemaitre on his talk about the primeval atom. So basically, it was developed by a Roman Catholic priest. However, it was mockingly called the Big Bang Theory by one of his critics. And I know we're putting Colin to sleep right now.
No, you're not. I was just messing with you.
Yeah. How would you like me to throw something at you?
No,
I'll
thank
do
you.
it.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, he's always got ideas. George just threw a towel at Colin.
I know you can't see it, but just imagine like a towel flying at his stupid face.
I got an
Now
idea.
imagine another one.
Hey, folks, watch this. 3D. Whee!
You missed.
No, actually,
I'm
one
not
of them
even
hit
sure
you.
they saw that.
3D. Woo, 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 woo. Now you see it? Woo!
Now
I
you
don't.
don't. I don't think you ever did.
No, they definitely saw at least a towel.
I'm not an idiot, Broom Broom. You are.
Say hi to the
You
people.
don't know what Broom Broom is saying, so quit milking it.
Say hi to the people at home, Colin.
Hi, people. Ow! Should have seen that one coming.
You should know better. But I think the thing about Colin is that he's got this thing. He's got short-term memory loss. Because sometimes we go to the Mary Queen of the Universe Catholic Shrine. He asked me, what time is the service? We've been there at least 2 or 3 times. I think it was actually 2 times.
It's been a while.
I'm not even going to get into an argument over that.
I'm
not gonna
defending
get into-
myself. I'm not trying to argue.
You don't even know what she said, so don't even act like
I
she was
wasn't doing
criticizing
it
you.
to you. I wasn't doing it to her. I was doing it to you. And George just scratched himself with a gun.
He scared me. We cannot be too rough with Colin because if we're too rough with him, we gotta take him to the hospital.
I don't want to go to the hospital again.
No, I don't want to have to deal with that again. I don't want to call the ambulance again.
You want
No.
your water back?
It's empty, isn't it?
It's not empty.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna need another one anyway.
Mm.
I think at this point, like, George is like my stagehand. George, get me some water. I'm not disrespectful
George,
to
I
him.
got an idea. Come here.
What's up?
Just come here. Come here.
Oh God, I don't want to get up.
I like this. This is like becoming like a real talk show right
What
now.
you want?
You know what I'm thinking? Let's see what.
I'm not gonna pour it on Vance's head, Colin. I'm a snitch.
You are a traitor.
I'm a snitch.
Traitor.
I just wanted to
Traitor.
see if he'd do it.
Pour water all over my head. If you pour it all over Broom Broom's head, she'll probably melt.
Maybe we should test that theory someday.
Right. No, we're not gonna do it, Broom Broom. I just need to make sure that I'm hydrated.
I can only imagine how long this video is going to wind up being.
It'll probably be like the same amount of time as a normal talk show, because that's what this has basically become. I mean, after all, this is Vance's horrific and comedic hour. Boom, boom. Filmed in front of a live studio audience, which I am so sad to say, and this should point out what a big loser I am. It's just 2 people, and I don't think of myself as a loser. I'm just being funny because I'm a comedian. It's what I do. I like to make people laugh. That's why I make these videos, because I like to make you laugh. Boom, boom. And I don't know why I have you here with me, because you drive me insane. You're 1,000 times worse than Colin. What makes you worse than Colin is that you live with me. Boom, boom.
Oh, you made her sad.
Oh, Lord.
Let's apologize.
One of the reasons why I want to be an Episcopal priest and not a Roman Catholic priest is because I want to get married. Not to you! Boom, boom!
Vance, be
But now
nice.
I'm thinking, I see the benefits of being celibate, and especially if I decide to be a priest who lives in a monastery. So much peace and quiet. I could have a much happier and peaceful life. But no, I decide to hang out with a lot of people who give me a headache for no good darn reason, except to make my life a living heck for no good reason. Boom, boom! Who asked you anyway, hag? Boom, boom!
I may not fully understand what she said, but I can kind of guess what she just said to you.
What?
She said, I'm not a hag, you are. Is that right, Broom Broom? Worth a shot.
I'm a hag. I'm not even a woman. What is wrong with you? Do I even look like a hag? Do I look like an ugly old woman with gray hair? I know you don't have gray hair, but there are witches that look 1,000 times more ugly than you.
What did she say?
I don't know what she said. I never know what this witch says. No one knows what this witch says. Do you know what this witch says? Because I don't. Yeah, that's it. She just says broom broom. What does that even mean anyway? What does that mean?
Maybe it's something deep and philosophical that we just don't understand.
Maybe she's cursing and God's censoring it.
That actually makes sense. And by God, do you mean the man upstairs or the YouTube gods? Or both?
What the heck are you talking about now?
That's a thing that a lot of YouTubers, it's a common joke because of the YouTube demonetization, and the YouTube higher-ups are jokingly called the YouTube gods. That's a thing.
So in other words, the overly legalistic bureaucrats.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Or as Bill Murray would call them, bureaucratic bookworms.
So,
Well, I think this has probably been the best episode of Vance's horrific and comedic hour. Thank you guys very much for watching. Goodbye and God bless.
No one's watching to this point.
if anyone is out there watching at this point, I commend you for sticking around this long and for listening to our crazy ramblings.
I know. You guys are real troopers. I salute you.
Why are you doing this to yourselves?
We don't know anymore.
I'm talking to the audience.
I'm speaking for the audience when I say, we don't know anymore.
Don't speak for the audience, they don't need you.
Oh, things I could say to you right now, George, but I wait till the camera's turned off.